Hey guys, I'm Keith Warren. Welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. We're back with our special guest, Perry Federo. And Perry is about to get his housing and all those good things. And today is January the 9th. It's a Saturday, 2016. And Perry, tell the people what's going on.
Well, one thing, it's been the outpouring of support and help that's given me that little boost to go and seek housing. And, luckily I was able to find a place. I move in on the 18th of this month.
The 18th of this month, you've got your very own place.
Yes.
Is it a one bedroom, a two bedroom?
It's going to be a 2-bedroom.
So you've seen it?
Yes.
And you're going to have your own refrigerator and your own stove?
Yep, own refrigerator, stove, microwave. There's a organization I went through, and they're going to try to help out with furnishing and stuff. And
because you don't have a bed yet and
right.
Things like that. And
but, this organization I'm going through, it's called SSVF, and they're going to provide a bed linens, and towels and stuff.
now, how about pots and pans and things like that for you to be able to cook?
That is going to be what they have available at the time. If they have some, then I'll be able to get it. But the one thing I want to do is to say, thank y'all for everything you've done. And keep me in your prayers and just give me that little push that I needed. Without your support, I really would not be where I'm at today. And it's because of people like you that have made this all possible. And it's just a great thing. The people of this area, have really opened their arms and said, okay, we can help.
I know Perry's thanked me many, many times for doing these videos with him. And, you could say, had I not done the videos and put them on there, none of this would have happened for him. But, the other part of that is that you guys actually watched them because you cared. It would have been very easy for you guys to just, turn away and not click the videos or watch the videos and do nothing. And so many people have come out and offered so much help and done so many wonderful things for Perry. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, it is. And it's kind of humbling in a way, because you're like, I didn't realize this many people could care about another person without even knowing them.
Right.
And they just stepped up and was like, okay, he's got a need. I can do this, and
right. Everybody pitched in a little and did, with their talent, the best they could to help you out.
Yes.
And it's been wonderful. I asked for the help from people, and I thought maybe I would get some help, and I was really surprised of the community and how many people in Titusville came out and gave real help. It's just been wonderful. And I know you can't imagine yourself going back to the streets, can you?
No, I'm done with that. I don't know. It may be a little bit of a struggle, but I think we're supposed to struggle. I think that's kind of part of life. You gotta almost, you gotta pay your dues too. And it makes you stronger knowing that you made it through another day. And
right now, this isn't going to be easy for you. You're not. People don't want people to think that he's being handed a bunch of stuff. Perry does still have to meet some requirements, and he does still have to meet the program halfway to continue to receive the help.
Right. Yeah. And they do have rules.
Right. There are rules,
and it's like, okay, people have done this much. Now it's my turn to contribute. One day, I hope I can't say when, but maybe one day I'll be in a position to maybe help somebody else.
Right. Show some other homeless veteran what you went through.
Right.
And then how to get off the streets just like you did.
Yeah, but there are certain things I've got to fix me before I can fix anybody else.
Right.
I know that may not make sense to a bunch of people, but you have to, you have to be right before you can start giving. And y'all watching these videos and taking the time to listen just makes me more encouraged. It's like, you know something? It is worth it. It is worth a little bit of work I got to do.
And people obviously do care because they are watching.
Yes.
And you said that people have come up to you and actually shown you some kindness when they've recognized you on the bus or in the street, in the store.
Yeah. I go to our local grocery store and I'm walking across the parking lot and I'll have somebody pull up, oh, you're Perry. I'm like, yeah. He said, well, I saw your video and they'll shake my hand and they say, oh, well, I wish I had something to give you then. There's one key phrase I have: a wave and a smile makes all the difference in your life.
So those people, just by them treating you like a human being and acknowledging you, it's like you come a long way. Like, people are actually seeing you for you and the value that you have, just being yourself.
Yeah, and
it's beautiful, isn't it?
You've all taught me one other thing. Be respectful to yourself, be respectful to others, and things can change. And they will change. You got to put in a little bit of work.
And you're living proof. You are living proof. Yeah. And, thanks really to Gary Altman, who really got this going.
Yeah.
I've got that very strong start for you to be able to get in that hotel room that whole month and all that stuff. For you, you had a clear head and you were able to fill out those papers. And, he made sure you were by a bus route to take you to the VA. And, some of the people like Cheryl Worst, who got in contact, her charity is a wonderful thing. We'd like to, obviously thank her for her part. But Gary Altman, I think, really, really put his money where his mouth was. And he came forward and he helped.
He was almost like the catalyst that started it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, I'm going to take this guy under my wing. Please don't let me down. He never said that to me, but it was like I felt I can't let this man down after all he's willing to do. And he just, he didn't make me feel.
He didn't make you feel like you owed him. Yeah. He didn't make you belittle you. He helped you, and he made sure to preserve your dignity.
Right.
And your respect.
Right. And never ask anything in return. And it's just, it kind of brings tears to my eyes sometimes because I think, without that first little step where I may be today, now I'm 1,000 miles from where I was.
And I'm so happy I made the video.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy, and I really didn't know much about Facebook, and I didn't know much about YouTube. And I made, after I talked to you, I made myself learn, and I put that thing up there, because it could have sat on my memory card for the next, 6 months, and nobody ever hear the story. And I'm just so glad that everything came together, that I was able to figure out my part, put that on there. I'm thankful Gary Altman saw the video, and Cheryl and some of these other people, and it just all worked in a big circle. And now Perry, his official move-in date is the 18th of January. He has all of his paperwork in hand. There is no more delays. There is no well maybes. It's absolutely happening. The apartment has already been picked out. He already knows where his mail is going to be sent as of January 18th. So he is truly home. He truly has a home.
Yeah, and my deposit's already been paid for my apartment.
Right, your deposits and for your electricity and everything.
Everything, and I'm really fortunate about the SSVF program, and because the other thing they're doing for me, which is huge, I mean, they're going to pick up my electric bill for the first 3 months.
Wow.
Then that means during that 3 months, I can bank that money so that, I won't ever be late on a bill. I can keep things paid up to date.
Right.
And that's one thing kind of discouraging when you are homeless. You walk, you get a little bit of money. You want to move into something, but it's like, I can afford to move in. But
you just can't afford to live while you're actually there. You can't afford groceries. You can't afford the electricity. All you can literally do is afford the roof over your head, and that's it.
Right.
No quality of life whatsoever.
Yeah, and I'd have to move into a stark apartment with nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really going to feel good to have my own bed.
Yeah.
It's simple things. People.
And you've gone without your own bed for over 3.
Yes.
And so now he's getting to go home and be in his bed. He's still going to need a lot of stuff, guys. And you guys can contact me, and we'll kind of make a list as we go of little things. Hey, if you have a set of pots and pans that you don't use anymore, or you have some clothing that you don't quite use anymore, Perry could use those things. If you have a television that is out of date or something, that is something else, or there's just many things that you may have around the house that you don't use that could make a world of difference for Perry moving into his new place. And we will continue to let you know what he needs, and if you could continue to offer like you guys so kindly have, and we will keep you updated. And I just really appreciate you guys watching my videos and taking interest in Perry and what's going on. And I think, unless Perry has something more to say, I think we're going to end this video for now.
The one thing I would like to say...
What would you like to say?
I would like to say, when I get moved into my apartment, I would like to do another short video and show you the apartment.
It's like a little tour of the apartment.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will absolutely do that. We will take a tour of the apartment when we get it. The day we get the keys, we will do that, and we'll take you guys around, and we'll let you see where he's actually living.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds good, because that way you'll know that your efforts are not in vain. Also, they went to something positive.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching.
Thank you all.